Oreo the cat is happy that Tiger Woods got in a car accident, and that's how we start the power hour of today's show. Or just the power hour. I've been putting the power hour out. We're having a power hour outage on YouTube, and it's been doing well enough for me to continue to do it, which means it's getting more than 5 views. Let's go. Shout out to us. We are so happy to be here, but one of the reasons I'm starting this thing early, as we bring in the YouTube audience, I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the fact that Tiger Woods, brother, what are you doing? Can't stop crashing. Can't stop, won't stop, always getting in car accidents. I'm so confused by so I've never been in a car accident in my whole life. Maybe there's been a time or two that I've put in the back that I've just like put away in the back of my head and I just do not remember. Wow. We got 3 follows in the middle of the night. In the middle of the Holland Dreams. Crandy 04, Mullen Mance 10, and Danny the Plup. Interesting name. Shout out to you guys. If you are here, welcome. There's a woman on my TV that right now that is just not supposed to be there. I'm watching, I'm going to be doing a live watch along to the Yankees and Giants game that is coming up in, I don't know, brother, 30 minutes. And I'm going to be doing a live watch along to the Yankees and Giants game. Shout out to baseball. We had an awesome opening day yesterday. There's a huge story from baseball that I need to cover. And dude, I don't even know how to go about covering this thing. There's 3 stories that I don't have any notes on right now that I need to cover, that I need to talk about. One of them is Tiger Woods getting in a car accident going rolly derby, hardcore mode. Dude, I don't know if he can drive. I think maybe the issue with Tiger Woods is maybe he just doesn't know how to drive. Has anybody asked for his license and registration anytime soon? The first time we were like, yo, Tiger got in a car accident, he was blown up on painkillers. Dude, he was a balloon. He was like a metal balloon flying into Today's going to be a rough one. I'm not going to lie, today is going to be a rough one. Just trying to think about electrical wires just now. Electrical lines? Is that what they're called? You know when you're playing Red Dead 2 and you're in the middle of the desert and then you see electrical lines and you're like, I'm near Blackwater. I'm in a desert right now searching for electricity, trying so hard to find any sort of semblance of energy around me in the ether that can propel me forward towards a land more. See, I said the word more and I shouldn't have said more there. I should have said in a land that perpetuates the necessity to be entertaining. This show starts the same way every single day. Oh, yeah. So I need to cover the Tiger Woods story, him getting in a car accident. I don't even know how to even go about that. I want to be nasty to Tiger. Tiger, it's like he won the 2019 Masters or the 2020 Masters or whenever that was, 2021. Who knows? Who cares? He won the Masters and then made this huge comeback, and everyone's like, dude, Tiger Woods rocks. Love Tiger Woods. Oh, yeah. Serial cheater. Tiger Woods. That guy. I don't mind rooting for Tiger Woods after all he's done. Then there was the other car accident where he broke both of his legs. And then I'm pretty sure there was a third accident in there somewhere. And now we're on accident 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. And now Tiger Woods is still getting hurt. But we're going to cover the Tiger Woods story. We have to talk about the NBA anti-tanking rules that they have divulged upon us. The NBA anti-tanking rules include expanding the field out from 14 all the way to 18. Gosh, dang, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for burping. From to 18 teams, basically, that means with the bottom 10 teams having an 8% chance. Let's just see what Shams has to say about this. And fair warning, I forgot to do this. I mean, staring at a huge blank screen, welcome to the show. This is not good. As I find this, and I go properties, and I go to my window, and I click this, and there it is. Now it looks nice. There we go. The NBA presented 3 comprehensive anti-tanking concepts to its board of governors on Wednesday, according to Shams Charania, with a final formal vote coming in May. This is going to be announced right before the finals start because the finals always start in like early June. And then we're going to have this dropped in our laps basically right before the finals start. So we'll see. The first idea that they're going to be voting on is 18 teams in the draft lottery. So seeds 7 through 15 in each conference, flattened odds, which means all teams will have the exact same odds of the number 1 overall pick. Essentially removing the need to finish last. The bottom 10 teams have an 8% chance. The remaining 20% odds distributed in increasing order for 11 through 18. So essentially they're going to flatten the odds for the bottom 10 teams, give all of them an 8% chance of having the number 1 overall pick. And then the lottery, the rest of the remaining 20% is going to be dispersed among teams 11 through 18 at number 1. And, typo alert, Shams Charania, typo alert. And double and. This is a tweet with 4.2 million on it. Shams, hey, does someone need to talk to Shams? Maybe we need to talk to Shams. Maybe there's someone out there that's like really, really close to Shams and is worried about him. We only got, what is that? 4 people watching the show right now. If you're close to Shams Charania and you want me to reach out to him for you about his mental health and his, understanding of the English language, please, I'll be that guy. I will fall on my sword for any of you. You know, I did it for us. When I banned Jamar Chase from this show, and when I banned Stephon Diggs from this show, I didn't do it for me. I did it for us, right? I knew you guys didn't want them on this show. I knew you were uncomfortable with the predatory nature of Stephon Diggs. I knew that you didn't want a guy like that on this show. However, you might not have been like as confident to say, "Hey, Veenie, I just want to let you know I'm a huge weenie. Love the show, big weenie." Those are the fans of the show, by the way, the weenies. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ. Unruly. Let's put it on a t-shirt. I essentially fell on my sword for you guys because I know maybe you didn't have the confidence to say, "Hey, Veenie, I don't think we should have Stephon Dini on the show ever because of his weenie." And I understand that. And so I was just, I was like, I'll do that. I'll say it. Hey, Stephon Diggs, like, you're banned from the show. You're never, ever coming on. If his team reaches out, I'm going to say no. I'm just going to be like, dog, listen, I got guys who are just a little bit uncomfortable right now with the whole situation with your PP and your V and all the VV that you be chasing around town. There's not a lot of V in Bean Town. It's hard to find a bean. Well, there's lovely ladies all over America, but in Massachusetts, so there's places that you fly girls into, and then there's places that you fly girls in from. And Massachusetts, for the inclined, are flying women in. That's generally a place Boston is that you fly ladies to. Shout out to New England, but brother, it happens sometimes. Oops, wrong thing. Maybe. Oh my gosh, unbelievable, guys! We have to hit it. It's money turning me on. Oh! XD1. Oh, XD1. It's money turning me on. Hey. XD1 resubbed. This is his 4th month subbed to TBWZ. Shout out to you, bro. XD1 is the absolute man. Oh, boom. The Talking Balls guys are back. Fellas, if you do not follow them on Instagram or TikTok or wherever you get your sports news, go give those guys a follow. They are absolutely awesome. They are Irish, and they love football. I regret to inform the Talking Balls guys that I did do an anti-Europe rant and football. It wasn't you guys, though. I love Dublin. I love Northern Ireland, too. Shout out to Northern Ireland. I love Rory McIlroy. I'm frustrated about the NFL game in Melbourne, Australia, which I know is not Europe, but Australia is basically Europe, right? Paprika. I think I'm at the point in life where I'm just Australia is Europe. I'm just gonna loop it all in together. I know it's closer to Nagasaki than it is to Paris, but for me, it's a factor of two things. One, it's the voice, and it's the complexion of the skin. If I feel like Australia shouldn't have white people. Australia should be. Well, I mean, the Aborigines are brown, which is the Aborigines are, I guess, are the native Australians. XD, you're good. Can we get Asian music with Zac sound effects? I have to tee it up. Aborigines, first of all, I mean, one of the best words that we have in human lexicon, Aborigine. Dude, you know how like all Indians used to be Indians and now they're Native Americans? Or Asians used to be Oriental and now they're Asians? Like my grandpa, rest in peace, he'd always call Asian people Orientals. And I never understood it. But apparently that stopped being cool and then we started calling all Asians Asian.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Aborigine is a rare form of language that we use to describe human beings that we still use, that we have not like gone too far away from the edge and been like, oh, this is now racist. Aborigine is chill. But why are Australians white? It's because all Australians are not native Australians. It's because they're prisoners of it's a European colony, essentially. Australia was. That's why I think Australia is just Europe. Shout out to Australians? No way. What the heck? This is crazy. Wait. Why is it not popping up? This is crazy. I can't. It's not popping up for some reason, but we just got a follow from Goku fan 12309. Goku. That was just Fred Flintstone. I don't know. Hey. Thank you, Goku fan. I don't know how we're going to find the music video to this song. This Jing Zhang Bang Ji. Chin Chan Hang Ji. I don't know how we're going to find the music video for it, but dude, someone has to find it. We have to find it. We have to find the artist. We need to build a shrine to them. I put out a clip on Instagram yesterday, or 2 days ago, yesterday actually, about Anne Hathaway being just so fine. And I said something along the lines of there should be an Anne Hathaway statue or mural in every mosque or synagogue across America, and that Muslim would be a better religion if they worshipped Anne Hathaway instead of Allah. Is that not chill? Is that not chill to say? I put out the clip. What's up, Idro? Goku fan, can I call you? Maybe in a little bit, dude. Yeah, Goku fan, the phone lines are going to open up in 12 minutes at the 1:30 mark. I thought the Muslim people were going to be a lot more frustrated and angry with my proposal. Preposition is like a and, for. Can someone call in and name all the prepositions for me? First person to call in and name all of the prepositions, and I already owe an Unruly one thing. Can you send me a link to that shirt you wanted, Unruly? I'll buy it this weekend. The prepositions, for and but. Wasn't there a preposition song? Did you guys do the preposition song as well? I don't know. It's like, and LR 14-7. I mean, numbers are not prepositions. I thought more people were going to be frustrated by my proposal that the Muslim religion would be a better religion overall for the entire world, that instead of listening to the Prophet Muhammad and worshiping Allah and bending down towards Mecca 6 times a day, that they just simply worshiped Anne Hathaway. It would be a better religion. I think more people would be like, I'm down for that. And the promises, usually a lot of people, and we're about to do the verse of the day. This is horrible timing. But a lot of people are religiously inclined because of some sort of promise. It'd be, dude, if Muslim actually did just worship Anne Hathaway, that the promise of that religion would be an eternity with Anne Hathaway, probably, which would be a lot cooler than what is their heaven right now. I need someone to do some research for this show today. I need someone just to call in and recite all of the prepositions. So that's number one. I'm going to write this stuff down. Prepositions. I need someone to call in and tell me exactly what Muslims get in heaven. What do Muslims get in heaven? Whoever's calling in the show, the phone lines will be open in about 10 minutes. Yeah, so I need someone to call in and let me know every single preposition, and sing the song that you learned the prepositions to as well. Sing the song. It's like A, B, C. Everyone has like how did you learn the states? Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada. And then I kind of like drop off. I know I missed some M's in there as well. Call in with your preposition song. Someone call in and let me know what do people get in heaven what do Muslims get in heaven? That's the other thing I want to know. And then the other thing I need to know on this day, hey, why are Alec Boehm's parents stealing $3 million from him? Apparently, Phillies star, former Mets star Alec Boehm, is suing his own parents because they have stolen money from his account, upwards of $3 million. This is a big story in baseball, and I know you're looking at this $3 million mark as like, hey, don't these guys make like $40 million? Alec Boehm has made $19 million. So $3 million is a lot of money, and he's at the point now where he's suing his parents. My parents have never done anything wrong to me outside of, whatever normal things parents do wrong. All right, talking balls, guys. That is Alec Boehm's dad. Get him. Hey, we found him. FBI, open up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Whoa. I don't know what my parents would have to do to get me to sue them, dude. I mean, obviously, this isn't like the first time he's brought it up to them. He didn't just like, oh crap, my parents are taking money from me, time to sue. I think this is more along the lines of like, this has been an issue for many, many, many months, weeks. This is something that is well known for Alec Boehm. And now he's at the point in this whole story, in this lineage of this tale, that he must now result to suing his parents, which, if you do not know about America, suing people is just what we do for fun. So he is suing his parents. And then, of course, Tiger Woods got in a car accident. Those are the three big stories I want to cover today. It's Tiger Woods getting in a car accident, Alec Boehm suing his parents, and then we have the NBA anti-tanking rules. There's a little bit in the NFL with Ty Simpson being looked at as the number one quarterback in the draft class out of Fernando Mendoza. Who cares? And then, of course, we also had, my whole thing on that is like both guys are going to stink. Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson. Hey, guess what? They're both going to stink. I'm telling you right now. I know. Here we go. I said 2 years ago, Caleb Williams is going to go down as the best quarterback to ever play football. And right now, he is not, but everyone can see it a little bit, right? I said Daniel Jones was going to suck, and he kind of did, but then he kind of didn't, and then he kind of was really good, and then, well, okay. I said when the Chargers drafted Justin Herbert that he's going to probably be... No. I said he's going to be the best quarterback. Okay, here's what I'm getting at. How do I put this? Drafting quarterbacks is really, really hard. Teams like to think that they know who they're getting and who they're drafting and how good their guy is. They like to think that this guy's the consensus number 1 overall pick. This guy deserves a first-round pick. This guy's a day 3 guy. Like, we like to think that we know a lot more than we actually do. And I'm just going to let you know straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Or is this just a hit and run? We have no idea what we're doing with the NFL draft. No idea what we're doing. I was looking at the 2023 draft. You know, JSN was picked number like 20 or 21 to the Seahawks. Bryce Young went number 1 in that draft. CJ Stroud went number 2 in that draft. We have no idea what we're doing. And so I know all the mock draft guys are really cool. No one is cooler than our mock draft guy, Buffalo Bill. We have like the number 1 draft guy, I think, in America on our side, Buffalo Bill. Hey, Buffalo Bill. How have I never done that? What did you kill? A Buffalo Bill. The weirdest part of that song is like, went out tiger hunting with his elephants in tow. And when he looked so fierce, his mommy batted him. Is that a good Beatles song? Is Buffalo Bill a good Beatles song? Because, hey, the Beatles are my favorite band. The Beatles, Oasis, Young Thug. Those are my 3 favorite musical artists. And there's a lot of Beatles songs out there that I listen to that most people don't listen to. I am in the camp where I don't think the Beatles have necessarily released a bad song, right? Number 9 is not even a song, so that doesn't count, okay? I know there's some other ones in there that people are like, this isn't a very good song. Looking through a glass onion. And they usually kind of happen later. I'm not a huge fan of like the hits, especially in the early like Beatles for Sale kind of stuff. Or Hard Day's Night or Please Please Me albums. Help for me is like the greatest album a band has ever made. Was Help. Help! And that song I don't even think is that great. But that album has You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. Man, that song is so good. Gosh, I love the Beatles. But they also just have banger after banger that no one knows about. Here comes the Sun King. Dear Prudence. But is Buffalo Bill a good or Bungalow Bill? Bungalow Bill. Is Bungalow Bill even a good Beatles song? I don't know why, but I always kind of compare Bungalow Bill to Rocky Raccoon. We're somewhere in the Black Mining Hills of South Dakota. There lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon. Even though they're wildly different, the intro to Rocky Raccoon is so good. Whatever. Zach's talking about the Beatles again. We're going to be talking about those 3 major stories. I want to talk a little bit about Ty Simpson. I need to talk about the Sweet 16 games that we got last night because, oh boy, were they awesome. We had Nebraska losing to Iowa in a huge upset that Veenie called. We had Purdue with a game-winning tip-in basket with 0.7 seconds left on the clock to ruin the hearts and soul of all of Texas as UT goes down 2 points to Purdue at the end of the game. Houston got dismantled in a game where they only shot 2 free throws. In a game where they only shot 2 free throws. Houston loses by 10 to Illinois, which looks like maybe the best team left in college basketball if Arizona didn't exist, who absolutely dismantled everything that Arkansas brought to the table. And brother, in Christ, I'm telling you this with my soul out, my soul bared. I was about to say my soul bored. As I bare my soul to you, there was nothing Arkansas could do. That game was over before it even started. We also have 4 awesome games today. We have Michigan is playing Alabama. We have Duke and St. John's to start the whole thing off. Michigan State and UConn, and then Tennessee and Iowa State rounded out tonight. And then, of course, we have some UFC on Saturday as Israel Adesanya fights for the 4th time in the past three years. He's lost his last 3 fights. Really looking for Izzy to do something. We have a Yankee game coming on in about 6 minutes here that we're going to be doing a live watch along to. We're going to be going live on TikTok in about 30 minutes, talking ball and taking calls. And then we're going to round out the show at the very end of the day in the final hour, the sour hour, as Oreo likes to call it. I have 5 NBA teams left that I think can win the finals. I'm going to reveal those 5 teams to you and tell me why they can win it and why the other teams can't. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Yes, brother, the Lakers are one of those 5. That is the show that we have planned for you today. But as you know, every single show that we do at TBWZ starts the exact same way. No matter how hard I try, it always starts with the verse of the day. And today's verse comes to you. We don't do Psalms a whole lot. We don't get SpongeBob off this screen right now. We don't do Psalms a whole lot. But this is Psalm 62, written by David. This stanza, verses 5 through 8. Let all that I am wait quietly before God, for my hope is in him. And guys, this one is for me. Typically, I do verses that are like for the people and for everybody out there. I'm letting you know right now, this one is for Veenie. I need some love right now, dude. I've been going through it, and this one is for me. This is a prayer right now. Lord, let all that I am wait quietly before God, for my hope is in him. He alone is my rock and my salvation. Yes, my fortress will not be shaken. Amen. My victory and honor come from God alone. Yes, he is my refuge, a rock where no enemy can reach me. Oh, my people, trust in him at all times. Pour your heart out to him, for God is our refuge. Amen. I'm going to do it one more time. Let all that I am wait quietly before God, for my hope is in him. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my fortress where I will not be shaken. My victory and honor come from God alone. He is my refuge, a rock where no enemy can reach me. Oh, my people, trust in him at all times. Pour out your heart to him, for God is our refuge. Amen, amen, amen in the chat. Man. I don't know what's something, dude. I have insomnia, and this is just between you and I. I've been suffering from insomnia recently, and it's something I've kind of had my entire life. As a young chap, I remember nights where I couldn't sleep, which is like such an issue. Not being able to sleep as like a 4-year-old, as like dude. One of my earlier memories is trying to turn my bed into a jacuzzi. I was playing make-believe, obviously, guys. My bed couldn't be a jacuzzi. I didn't have a waterbed. Although I did have friends that did have a waterbed. It was pretty tight. It was actually the opposite tight. It was very loose. It was squishy. Waterbeds are waterbeds just inherent, are just like sexual? Is that the point of them? Whatever. This show also has the movie of the day. Today's movie of the day is The Bad News Bears. Y'all Bears. We're going to continue on with the baseball theme. A major surprise is one of 1976's top grossing films. The Bad News Bears is a movie about children. I'm sold. All right. Yeah, I'm sold. Let's do it. The Bad News Bears. Welcome. The funny thing is this movie is rated PG, which is, it's not. It ain't. The phone lines, fellas, brothers, sisters, everything in between. The phone lines are officially open on TBWZ. Oh! I hit them boys on rock. We have the Yankees and the Giants live from Oracle Park right now in San Francisco, California. It is a very, very crisp, cloudy San Francisco day. Over there are boats out in Willie McCovey Cove. People are trying to catch some long balls from Aaron Judge, from Rafael Devers, from Cody Bellinger. Michael K is on the call, per usual, with David Cohn on the Yes Network. We are watching MLB.TV. Yes, I subscribed to MLB.TV yesterday. Oh, man. That grape tasted horrible. It wasn't the grape's fault. Oh, man. That was so nasty. I had a fluff of coffee in my mouth. A spritz of coffee in my gorn. In my gorn? What's a gorn? And then mixing that with grapes was not a good idea at all. But I'm not sitting here saying I have good ideas. If you ever meet someone who are like, dude, I have such good ideas, You know what's a horrible idea was ESPN. I don't know who needs to hear this, Paprika. ESPN is trying to charge you like $1,000 a month to watch baseball. Yesterday I signed up for MLB.tv and it was like $200 basically for the entire season to get my team and all of the other games basically out there. $200 for the season. Good deal. It ended up being like, I could have done it monthly, which would have been like $30 a month, but I just chose to just pay it all in one fell swoop. I had slight gold. Very slight gold. My little brother was like, hey, you should have just signed up for MLB TV with ESPN Plus. And I was like, wait, what? And then ESPN Plus is I click on it and I click through the things and it says, hey, for $30 a month, MLB TV with ESPN Unlimited. And I was like, yo, I can get ESPN Unlimited and MLB TV for the same price as just MLB TV. That rocks. Sign me up. I click on it and I realize, no. You get MLB TV for $20 a month if you sign up for ESPN Unlimited for $30 a month. So basically they're like, hey, if you spend $30 a month on ESPN, you can get all of the MLB games for just $20 a month rather than just going straight to MLB and getting it for $30 a month. It is the biggest grift. Imagine paying $50 a month to watch baseball. This in particular, with college football, I get it. I get the price charge with college football and stuff like that because that's not something that we had, right? 10 years ago, we didn't have all of the games on TV. ESPN Plus was not airing Baylor and SMU at 1 p.m. We didn't have that option. You had ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, SEC on CBS. You had Notre Dame on NBC. You had like a wild Fox Sports every once in a while. You had an FS1 in there. You had a Pac-12 network that we used to get. But you didn't have every single game. There was no Tuesday Maction. As Robbie Ray throws a first pitch very high up in the zone to Paul Goldschmidt, who's leading off for the Yankees. 0-2 count, top one. I understand it with college football, but for ESPN to try to charge me $200 or to charge me $50 a month to get the MLB games, that's crazy. Do I need to see every out-of-market game? Yeah, I do. Okay? I do. They weren't always there for us and this availability of like, hey, like it's an option, right? From what I remember, you used to be able to listen to pretty much every game as Goldschmidt grounds out to second baseman for the Giants. But what does it matter? Give me the beat, boy, and free my soul. I want to get lost in the rock and roll and drift away. Dude, I miss having this up because this was the best, dude. This reminds me of some good MLB postseason. The one thing that is frustrating is this is always ahead of the TV no matter what you do. So this will always be ahead of the TV for us, but it's okay because we're watching Yankee baseball versus the Giants. It is the only game going right now. The phone lines are open if anybody wants to call in and talk about what they saw yesterday from Major League Baseball or from March Madness as Aaron Judge takes a 1-1 ball deep into right field, 2 outs, right up against the wall for AJ. Does anybody call Aaron Judge AJ? He doesn't strike me as much of an AJ guy. He doesn't seem like that guy to me. You think Aaron Judge is nice? Do you think Aaron Judge... I understand, yes, he's probably nice. He's probably a nice guy. Do we think Aaron Judge is cool? Oh, that was a shot from Aaron Judge. Right up on the warning track. Do we think Aaron Judge is cool? Like, would be a cool guy to kick it with? Why is my Twitch just went down? It just went down, down, in and nearly around. Sugar, we're going down swinging. We're gonna do some investigative journalism right now on this whole Tiger Woods thing. Okay, I'm at the point now where I think my following will be good enough to help me out here. Angels lineup for Friday. Go Halos. We are 1-0. Mike Band's NFL mock draft is out. We're talking tennis, basketball. Is this it? We also have, we do have body cam footage of Sharon Moore now. We have body cam footage of Sharon Moore that we can be going to as well. So if you guys want to do Sharon Moore body cam footage, we can also do that. As we pop out, Cody Bellinger pops out to third. That is the end of the top of the first. We will now see the Giants bat. Arias leading off, Matt Chapman second. Rafael Devers batting third in the DH spot. Is Matt Chapman that much of a better third baseman than Rafael Devers? Because there was a huge issue with Rafael Devers and the Red Sox last year of him playing third base. They opted to have Bregman play third base, and now he goes over to the Giants and he's totally down to DH. I don't know what happened, but they're going to be facing Cam Schlittler, who I have as a dark horse Cy Young candidate in the AL. So take with that as you will. We need to figure out what's going on with Tiger Woods really, really, really fast. And I mean quickly. Tiger Woods was involved in a rollover car crash in Jupiter Island, Florida on Friday. No details about the cause of the crash or Woods' condition were immediately released. Tiger Woods was involved in a roller. No details about the crash. Police are investigating, and a county sheriff's official is scheduled to speak with reporters at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so we'll be going live to that press conference. A spokesperson for the Martin County Sheriff's Office didn't immediately reply to a request for comment from ESPN. The crash occurred just after 2 p.m. Eastern and happened in the same town where Woods lives. A photo taken by WPTV in West Palm Beach, Florida, showed what was reportedly Woods' SUV turned on the driver's side. Woods had spent the past several months recovering from a ruptured Achilles tendon and another back surgery in October. The 15-time major champion competed for the first time in more than a year in Tuesday's TGL finals. It's true. He just competed in his Tiger Woods Golf League finals, where they lost to LAGC. Lag. He had been weighing whether to return to the PGA Tour at the Masters at Augusta. He was not weighing crap. He was playing. Tiger Woods and the Masters are like, they go hand in hand. They're American apple pie. They are Darth Vader and choking people. Does that make any sense at all? I mixed a bunch of Mike and Ike's in with my grapes. Can you guys see this? It seems like the moisture of the grapes being like an organism with cells. Do Mike and Ike's have cells? Because grapes have cells, right? Grapes have plant cells. If anyone's able to call into the show today and sing me the prepositions, tell me what Muslims get when they go to heaven, and then also let me know if Mike and Ike's have cells, that'd be really helpful. But the moisture is wicking off of the grapes and protruding the protective layer of sugar coating that is on the Mike and Ike's, causing some sort of a sloppy, syrupy mess right now in the ramekin dish that is on my desk. So that is happening in my peripheral. As Luis Arias has an 0-2 count according to my TV. He just fouled off the third pitch of the at-bat. Luis Arias does not strike out a whole lot. I'll put it that way. Luis Arias is a great hitter. We're going to go on TikTok in just a little bit to get some calls rolling in. I do not believe that we're going to be getting anything from Tony Casillas today. I believe he is still working on some stuff right now. as Luis Arias lines out on a curveball. Flies out to the left fielder, Randall Grichuk. I didn't know Grichuk was a Yankee, but here we are. In February 2021, Woods suffered significant leg injuries in a one-car crash outside of Los Angeles in which his SUV rolled several times and left him trapped in the car. He later had a surgery to deal with all of the fractures on his lower right leg and a rod placed in his tibia and had screws and pins inserted in his foot and ankle during the emergency surgery. At the 2021 Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas, Woods said, "I'm lucky to be alive and also have a limb." He said it was 50-50 to whether part of his right leg could have been amputated. He had at least one more surgery-related injuries in April of 2023. Tiger Woods, what happened, dude? Him getting in a car crash and rolling his car is not good, right? It's not great. It's especially not good, though. Cam Schlittler is dealing. 99-mile-per-hour sinker. That's just unhittable. I don't care if you are Matt Chapman. Last year, Matt Chapman batted .231 with a OPS of 770, 21 home runs. Not a great season for Matt Chapman. I'd love to see an improvement there. And Paprika. The Tiger thing has been one of the strangest stories that we have in beyond sports, dude. Tiger Woods, there very, very few athletes reach beyond the sporting world. Very few athletes reach beyond, yeah, I just said it. I said it the right way. Majority of professional athletes are going to be uber famous within the circles that already know who they are. NBA heads know who Anthony Edwards is. Your uncle doesn't. Everybody knows Tiger Woods, though. LeBron James is another one of these guys. Obviously, Michael Jordan. You know, we're all talking about JSN, the ECRA, the Emerald City Route Artist. You know, he's got this huge deal. Is he the best wide receiver in the league? Yada, yada, yada. We are all really keyed in on ECRA. But your second cousin that's living in Delaware doesn't know who ECRA is. But they know who Tiger Woods is. Very few athletes breach the athletic bubble, or very few athletes breach the sports bubble that we create for them and infiltrate society into pop culture and well beyond just the sporting world. Tiger is one of those guys. He was the greatest athlete in the world for years. For years, Tiger Woods was the greatest athlete in the world. He was a champion through and through. A lot of people are like, golf isn't shut up. What he was doing, we already had an ABS call in this game. As Devers strikes out, looking. For Tiger Woods to go from champion, focused, winner, greatest athlete in America, uber famous, far beyond just the sports bubble, to serial cheater, back surgery, car crash guy, it happened quickly. People who are in high school right now don't remember Tiger Woods being a good golfer. All they remember of Tiger Woods is back surgeries and car crashes and cheating on his hot wife. They don't remember him being a good golfer. They're just like, why am I getting an ESPN notification today about Tiger Woods getting in a car accident? Who cares about this guy? He was good? That's cool. Oh, that's really sick that he was a good golfer. He's not anymore. He hasn't been in years. What Tiger Woods is best known by is being a serial cheater, his dad being buried in an unmarked grave, back surgery, and car crashes, and pills, DUIs, all of that. Substance abuse sucks, dude. I know firsthand how horrible it can be, and that life can be very, very difficult. A lot of the reasoning behind uber talented and uber successful people typically having substance abuse issues is because life is so pressure filled, and it's their way to kind of like escape and get away from reality for a bit. And that's what I think drugs were for Tiger Woods. That's at least what drugs are for a lot of people who are in those situations, as Giancarlo Stanton takes a four-seam fastball for a strike. Tiger Woods is better known for getting DUIs and getting back surgery and getting in car accidents right now amongst the youth than he is for winning. Which is sad. Very, 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 very sad. Tiger Woods had the moment too. He had the Masters win. He had the redemption arc, right? He had it in 2019 with his son Charlie running out onto the course. Now, essentially a grown man, meeting his dad on the 18th green as he sinks a putt to win the Masters. He had the full redemption arc. It was laid out before us. Tiger could have put the club away that day, and we would know Tiger as one of the greatest of all time, great for the game of golf, troubled human being, but ultimately one of the greatest products that we have in the sporting world. That was in 2019. That Masters win was 7 years ago. And now I'm sitting here today announcing that Tiger Woods has been in another rollover car crash. Has been in another rollover car accident. Ahmed Rosario flies out. When was the Tiger Woods DUI? He had a DUI in 2017. He had the redemption. Then we have this freak accident that happens in LA where he almost loses his leg, and then another accident yesterday in Jupiter, Florida. I don't know, dude. I have no idea what's going on with the guy, but I do know he's probably not the most healthy person in the world. I feel bad for Tiger Woods. I do. Jazz Chisholm Jr. singles on a ground ball through the first base and second base gap. That's our first runner of the day. Jazz Chisholm on first. Will he steal? That is the next question. Jazz Chisholm from Miami all the way to New York now. Maybe the blackest player that the Yankees have ever had. And this is a team that had Gary Sheffield. But Gary Sheffield was there back in the 90s or in the early 2000s and stuff when black people couldn't really be black in baseball. You weren't allowed. I would stop eating these grapes. I have been waiting this entire time during this show, since this show began. I think on the very first, and I forgot to say what up to everybody. Goku is in here, Oreo's in here, the Talking Balls guy's in here, Andres is in here, Edro's in here, XD is in here, Unruly's in here, and of course, Oreo the freaking cat is in here. Shout out to you guys. And if you are in here and I did not say your name, please say what up so I can say what up back to you. Let's talk March Madness. The Sweet 16 last night was awesome, and of course, the biggest game that we had was Nebraska going down to Iowa. I'm just going to say it right now to all the Nebraska fans out there. I am so sorry, but your team absolutely choked. Brother, you. They choked this game away so hard. They were in control for what felt like pretty much the entire game. They had a 10-point lead in the first half. A few times in the second half, they had multi-point leads, leading by 3 for almost the entire second half, at least. And with 5 minutes left, Fulgaris hit a 3 to tie the game at 65. They had a lead pretty much the entire game, and with 5 minutes left, Fulgaris for Iowa, who's the hero of Iowa, hits a 3 to tie the game at 65 apiece. You probably remember the shot, but do you remember what happened after that shot went in? For the next 3 minutes of the game, neither team scored. With 5 minutes left in the game, the game was tied at 65. We did not have another point scored until Iowa hit a huge 3 to take their first lead of the night with 2 minutes left in the game. We can look on this Nebraska thing and be like, yes, they choked, right? And they choked because they had 4 guys on the floor at one point. We'll get to that in just a second. They had 3 minutes of not scoring after suffering their first lack of lead. What's the word for that? Is there a better word for that? They only end up scoring 6 points in the last 5 minutes of the game. They scored 6 points in the last 5 minutes of the game. Just look at this. It's right here on the hot map. I love these little hot maps. It was 62-62 with 6:33 left in the game, as you can see. 6:33 left in the game. With 5 minutes left, Fulgaris hits a 25-foot three-point jumper. It's 65-65 with 5 minutes left in the game. And we don't have another bucket until right here. 2:10 left in the game. Iowa hits a three-point shot from Bennett Sturts to take the lead. Caballero is still up. Caballero, nice at bat. In play. No outs. This might be runs. This might be runs right here. What do we got? Jose Caballero singles on a ground ball to the shortstop, Willie Adames. Jazz Chisholm. Willie Adames got the ball. Oh, he had it in his glove. Willie Adames had it in his glove and was not able to pull it out to get the play at second. So then he transitioned to make the play at first, but Caballero was too fast. We got runners on first and second for the Yankees. 2 outs. Can we get a little 2-out rally headed up the alley? No way. Are you kidding me, Minty? Brother from another mother. Dog, you are the man. Thinking out loud. Minty, thank you so much, dude. That means a lot, bro. Minty Winter, you are on your way to becoming one of our top gifters of all time. Right now, Crispy is still our #1 gifter of all time. I am Stoops at 92 subs. And Minty Winter at 45. He's cut the lead in half. Minty, thank you so much, bro. It means a lot. I'm out here grinding, dude. I've been struggling in life. As Robbie Ray tries to pick off Jazz Chisholm, it does not work. And he throws ball 2. It's a 2-0 count right now to Randall Gritchick. Can he get his first hit as a Yankee? Let's see. I'll beat Crispy someday. It's going to take some Minty. Hey, as long as we get there, bro, as long as we get there, we're getting a Minty Winter jersey hung up in the rafters of this thing. I know you do construction, so maybe we'll get a Minty Winter construction vest. That'd be kind of sick. But if you did play any sort of sport, I would love to have your jersey up on the wall. We're going to have an unruly lacrosse penny, and then we're going to have a Minty Winter jersey of his choosing, or a high-vis vest. As Randall Gritchick fouls it off of his foot. Ouch. He said this. He fouled off his foot and then went like this. Ow! 2-out rally, hit it up the alley. Was that the, I'm getting a call right now. Potential spam. Was that the best, how do I put this? Was that the best Little League chant, Paprika? And this is going to be a great way to end the Power Hour. My favorite Little League chants, and here it is. Today on the show, if you call into the show, please call in with your favorite Little League chant. I liked There was tattoo, that little white ball, tattoo. That one was great. As Randall Grichuk lines out to the first baseman, Corey Schmidt. That is 3 outs, end of the top of the second. We'll now have the bottom of the second with Willie Adames leading off. The right fielder, Lee, and Hector Ramos for the Giants. Tattoo that little white ball, tattoo. That one was very good. And then we also had like I just said, 2-out rally, hit it up the alley. What was your favorite Little League chant? One of my favorite parts about Little League is your coach getting mad at you for not like singing. What other sport are like, hey, sing? Like, hey, chant. Our coach would get mad at us if we were not cheering for our team, right? When you're playing basketball, you're just like, yeah, good shot. When you're playing football, you're not like cheering for the offense really. But in baseball, you had to be cheering. Is there a helicopter above my house? You had to be cheering for the other player, else your coach was going to get very, very mad at you. So we had tattoo that little white ball, tattoo. We had 2-out rally, hit it up the alley. There we go. Thank you, Chubnoff. G-O-D-O-O... Oh, wait. G-O-O-D... That was a great one. It's like a guy's down, 2-1, 1-2 in the count, and the pitcher throws a ball. G-O-O-D-E-Y-E, good eye. That was a great one. That was a really, really good Little League cheer. We also had one that was like, get back, way back, he's a home run hitter. Get back, way back, he's a home run hitter. That one was really, really good. I don't know why I put such a country twang on the end of that. Little League is so special, man. I cannot wait till I have kids and I can just coach their Little League team. And the parents are going to be the worst because they're like, I thought you were the sports guy. I don't know why I'm suddenly like surrounded by mass holes. Hey, I thought you were the sports guy, hey? Hey, why are your team losing 13-7, huh? Well, we put up 7 runs. We should never ace it. One time I was playing Little League and I was pitching really, really well. And we had like a 1-run lead. It was late. It was like 2-1 or something, like a very, very low scoring game. And I just hear my dad screaming from the dugout. And he's like, hey! I forget the kid's name. Jeremy! Look alive! That was my favorite. Hey, look alive! Hey, look alive! Implying you're just looking dead out there. It was always your left fielder had his glove as a hat. He had his hat as his glove. Picking daisies out in the outfield. Every Little League team, I don't know. I've never been on this end of things where like the coach's end of things, but it seemed like every Little League team was forced to have one autistic kid on their team. It's like they rounded all of them up. They're like, okay, we have 12 autistic kids and 12 teams each, but everybody gets one. For my league, there was, oh dude, this is horrible. There were these triplets. Oh my gosh, I'm having such a flashback right now. There was this rule in Little League, and I'm going to say this will be the last story of the Power Hour. Hey, dude, this is a story and a half. At our Little League, and I think most Little Leagues, they don't separate brothers or siblings. So if you and your brother are the same age, right, and you're twins, they're not going to like, all right, one of you is going to be on the Giants, the other is going to be in the Yankees. Like, you will get, if you draft one, you basically like get the other one, and it's like you get like 2 of the same player. I'm just, usually when there's twins, like one of them is a lot better than the other. I don't know what that is. But we had a situation in our Little League where there were triplets, okay? There were triplets in this Little League. One of them was a solid baseball player. The other one was very autistic. And the third one was a woman. So you had a brother, 2 brothers and a sister that were triplets, one being heavily autistic, one was good at baseball, and the other one was a girl. The girl was fine. She was decent at baseball, but she wasn't great. So if you drafted the kid that was good, you would then de facto have a woman on your team and a very high functioning autistic adult. He wasn't an adult. He was like 12. I feel like, never mind. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I don't know why I remember that at all, but that is funny. Shout out to Frank. Ladies, gentlemen, weenies, veenies, everything in betweenies. We are going to take a 5-minute break and then be back. When I get back, we are going to be, and that's the Power Hour. See you guys on Monday for the Power Hour.